Okay. Let's see. Do we have any other last minute questions on tonight? And for those that are watching on Facebook, thank you guys so much for joining us. Don't forget, if you have not yet registered, for the conference, okay, please do. I will drop the link again tonight. But tonight is going to be the last night that it will be a free ticket, okay? Because our numbers are increasing so much. I need to figure out a new platform to even host us on, so that way everybody can fit in on this platform. So tonight, so if you guys look, secure your tickets, please, please, please. Even those that are Academy members, I know you guys will get to be actually on the platform with the speaker, so that way you'll be able to ask those questions. But if you could still please register, that way I can have a really good head count. And then for anybody that is here locally in the DFW area, on Friday night is going to be the meetup. Okay, so that's not a conference night. That's literally just like a small local meetup to get a chance to network with some other like-minded entrepreneurs that is trying to launch a $1 million cleaning company. And we're just going to chat and network. So that night will not be like actual conference night. The conference will start on Saturday and Sunday. And check out the schedule. I'm adding the schedule to the group, so that way you guys can watch, keep track of the times, because it's going to be happening pretty much like all day. From the first speaker speaks at 2 p.m. And then we have like a speaker every hour on the hour. So new speaker will talk about a certain topic. And then following that speech, goodness, my words is tripping. Following their presentation, okay, then they'll go into Q&A. So now, if you guys want to upgrade, the Q&A portion is for CO Cleaning Academy members only. So if you guys want to be a part of the Q&A to be able to personally ask these questions to these speakers, because we have some amazing speakers that are coming to provide some great value, okay? We have Mr. Kendall, who has helped so many of our students secure commercial cleaning contracts. We have Tamara, she's coming. She just helped 2 students lock down $250,000 worth of student turnover jobs. I'm like, bananas. I couldn't even believe that message when she sent that to me. I'm sharing the good news. So she's going to be here, and so many others. But the Q&A is for Academy members. So if you guys want to be a part of that, please upgrade, join the Academy. Because I mean, of course, besides just the Q&A, you're going to get so much more, okay? The full course, we do this thing just like this every Tuesday. I get tons of messages from people that's like, Jasmine, can I book a one-on-one? I want to talk to you. I have these questions. Boo, all you got to do is come on Tuesday night, and I'm going to answer your questions, okay? Before we start talking the questions, I did some share screens. Like, I am here to help you. So that's what Tuesday nights are for you to get answers to all the questions you have, right? I have some that just want to come in and sit and hear any information that they may or may not know that they need for their business, right? So we do this every Tuesday, and there is so much value inside of the Academy. It is ridiculous. So you're not just getting the opportunity for being in the Q&A, but also the actual membership alone. And then also replays. Replays will not be available outside of the membership. Once the conference is done and we're done doing all the editing, the replays will be added into the membership. So that way, for those that are not able to attend virtually during those time frames, right, you can always come back and watch the replays at a later date. But those are only going to be available in the CO Cleaning Academy. So again, if you guys have not yet joined, please register, okay? Because tonight is the last night to register for this event for free, okay? For free, all right? I need that head count, so that way I can make sure that we work as efficient as possible, and I don't have any more like Zoom twitches, or if I had to change the platform to something else, which I might have to because Zoom kind of scared me on tonight, that will be done, okay? Let me do a final walkthrough for some What is Circle? Good question, Maya. I'm so sorry. I always say that, assuming that everybody knows. So Circle is like our hub, right? Circle is the platform that hosts our academy. So the CEO Cleaning Academy, right? So like our Facebook group, right? It's in Facebook. So the CEO Cleaning Academy is hosted in this platform called Circle. But this is where all the things is at, baby. Okay. This is where it houses the actual full course. So like the step-by-step course. There's a ton of resources. My whole goal for the Academy as it evolved, because this conference is the 1-year anniversary of the CEO Cleaning Company coming live. And if anybody's been here in the beginning, y'all will know that we went through a couple of names and lots of changes, okay? But we're coming up on our year anniversary. So my whole goal has always been to provide as much value and information as possible. I do a lot of research and data tracking with questions. So my goal has always been to like answer all the questions that I ever see on every platform, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, inside of our community. Like Shakira was like, Shakira, I got a question about this. Like before she can even like really get the full question out, I was already working on providing the content and information in here. So tons of resources, step-by-step onboarding list, rapid fire market testing, okay? Hire cleaning action plan, human resource hiring training, VA assistant tasks, okay? I mean, the resources are ridiculous. Every live replay that I've ever done is listed on here as well. Interviews, master FAQ, this is probably my favorite. So this is like where I gather the questions that people are asking on Facebook. They're asking on YouTube channel. I take those questions and I provide the answers and I put them in here. So this is the master, FAQ. So this has so much information. So that's why I always be like, it's more than a course. And that's why we changed it to the membership model, because I'm constantly adding more information. When other cleaners and cleaning companies, whatever level they may be at, they may need more information. So sometimes I have so much in my head and processes and all of these things that I sometimes assume that somebody may know it, or they don't need to know it, or it's just locked away and a question will come and trigger and I'd be like, oh, let me get this information out for everybody, okay? So this is like the FAQ section. We have a section for questions. So when people have questions besides wanting to wait for Tuesday, they'll come drop it in here. And then I myself will provide answers. And then the community as well will give feedback and answer questions as well. So we have like a chat section where members are able to communicate amongst each other. We have the free website for those. I think somebody was asking about a website. This is the free website template that all members are currently getting. This will be changing soon because I don't know if you guys know, but I am currently developing a booking platform. So with the booking platform, we're developing new website templates. So this will be changing soon, which I'm super, super excited about. We have like core business training, the 10K planning, like the guide to get to your first 10K month. SEO training, sales and automation, Google ad training, email marketing, tax strategy, business information, business insurance, book. So you get the picture, okay? Literally the list go on. And then of course, other industries, because I love residential. Like residential for me is always going to be number one, bae. I may try to dibble and dabble because we bring these speakers on and they will like stand the little in front of me, like the little dollar bill, like that little one commercial, like, oh, you're not quick enough, right? I'll get a little enticed to try something else, but I always come back to residential. But essentially the cleaning industry, y'all, it's $1 billion industry. It's a $26 billion industry that's expecting a 10 to 15% increase over the next couple of years. So it's not going anywhere. Okay. So I'm aware that residential may not be as big as it is to me. Okay. So that's why I partner with other industry leaders that are mastering, that's killing it in other areas. So we have the government contract training, we have commercial cleaning and Airbnb and student turnover and apartment vending training and movie and film and post-construction, right? Because you may want to branch out into other areas. You may want to kill it in residential as well and scale it up in these other areas. I had a one-on-one today with a client and he lives in Fort Lauderdale. And he was like, I think I want to also add on yacht cleaning. I'm like, dope, like do that thing, like super do that, master, and then come back and teach me how to do it so I can teach the community how to do it, right? So there's so much you can do within the cleaning industry. I was talking to somebody that was like, residential just opened the door to other areas that I didn't even know existed, right? So this is the Circle platform that hosts the CEO Cleaning Academy. So I know that was a long answer to your question, but I hope that gave some clarity. Thanks, Addie. I appreciate that feedback because you were with me in the very beginning, like when we had it on another platform and that one super glitched. And you've seen this one grow from the very, very beginning. And you guys, y'all, we're just coming up on a year anniversary from the birth of CEO Clean Academy. And we have grown so much. I'm so excited to see what's going to happen this next year, to hear the success stories. We have a success story that's on live with us right now, and she may not know it, but she is straight killing the game. Okay, you guys, first month in, did 30 bookings her first month. And I'm just so proud of everything that she's accomplishing because she put herself out there against all odds. Like she put herself out there, and I love the fact that she trusted in her abilities, and it was like, sink or swim, I'm about to do this. Okay. So I just love being able to see other students like thrive from this information. It's because I knew what it did for me, right? It totally changed my life. It took me out of a really bad spot, right? Broke, busted, and disgusted. All right. And I wasn't disgusted because baby, I'm always going to look good, but the situation was, all right. And not knowing that that business would like get me out of that. And then not knowing that me thinking selfishly that like God gave this business for me, just for me, but not knowing that he wanted me to teach hundreds of people how to duplicate the process that I use is amazing. And I don't fake the funk to act like I know every single thing about it. I don't. And I'm gonna be truthful. I'll be like, look, boo, that's a good question. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm gonna figure it out. Okay. Because one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna research something. All right. But I just know that the process that I've used worked, and I know that others have duplicated it and it worked. So that is the whole purpose and the goal around the CEO Clean Academy membership. And we got so much more to come, and I'm super excited about it. So I see our last question that popped up in Zoom. So I'm going to answer this question. And then y'all know I can get wordy, so I'm gonna shut my mouth so that way you guys can all go to bed at a decent hour, okay? Let's see, have you had Gusto ask for screenshots of your bank account? They have access twice within the last 2 weeks. So me personally, no, but I've also had Gusto for a very, like since the beginning, like almost even as Gusto has been around, because all these features Gusto have right now, they were not around when I signed up for Gusto, okay? So I haven't had that asked to me. Now I know that a lot of these companies are cracking down on like their like not approval, but like their security measures, right? A lot of them are tracking down on those. Like if you guys have open phone, you guys would have got that little text message or email alert that they want you to do some kind of verification, right? Y'all see what Google is doing. So a lot of these companies are trying to, jump up their security. And that's because a lot of people be out here tripping and thieving and like doing crazy stuff. So I haven't, but yeah. So I would definitely, I think I even I signed up for a new like CRM, like an email CRM. Because if y'all saw them emails going out last week, super crazy. I know, super crazy. So I had to sign up for a new company. And they wanted screenshots too. Like they wanted screenshots of where I was getting emails from, because they wanted to make sure that I wasn't like scamming and getting fake emails or stealing emails and things like that. And then I sent them a screenshot and it was like, you need to include your URL, like your whole laptop screenshot. Like, dang, I'll try to be nosy, but I had to do a screenshot and I sent it to them and then they approved it, like approved my account within 48 hours. So just if you have questions, definitely reach out to them. And then if it doesn't sound like too sketch, then just comply. Yeah, yes. Okay, so Sherry said she had to do that too. So, it's not too sketch, okay? How would you handle an employee not showing up for their shift last minute and have no one to replace them? Can you clean it? Can you clean the home yourself? So the beginning Jazz would have totally done that, right? The beginning Jazz, I used to keep my little cleaning kit in the trunk, okay? Towels clean, swapping them out, like mop, bucket, all the things in the trunk, because I needed to be ready at all times. So yes, if I had like a no-show, I was showing up, all right? But it was very hard. I had to get myself out of that. And the reason why I would do that is because I was scared to even ask them if they mind rescheduling. Like, they're human. They know that these situations can occur, that some people are unreliable or they'll understand an emergency. So I was even too scared to even ask them if they want to reschedule. So I just showed up. I apologize for the inconvenience. I'm 15 minutes out. I'm gonna be there, baby. I'm gonna get that job done, okay? But now new me is going to still call, still apologize, and then offer and try to reschedule. And I'm not going to even offer a discount first. Now I'm going to try to feel them out and see, like, feel out their voice tones and see like how upset are they. Now, of course, it's really hard predicament if like they had an event or a dinner party or like, family coming over, like those scenarios. That's just all jacked up. They basically not going to want to reschedule because they needed it for that day. You just got to just take the hit and be like, just move on for another day. But my first thing now is to call, to apologize, and just try to reschedule. Now, there's some things that I put in place before that to try to prevent that, right? Like I had a meeting this morning or this afternoon with a potential like VA client. We was going over some of these like instances and like these situations that pop up, right? And so there's several things that you can put in place to try to prevent that. The two things that I like to put in place is, particularly on Booking Koala, you can set up to have their schedule sent out every night, right? So that way the cleaner is seeing their schedule. Like if they're on schedule to clean tomorrow, they will receive a notification of what their schedule is. So that way they can be reminded, like, look here, boo, you got to clean it tomorrow. Don't play the funk, right? And then the next thing I'm going to do, just in case you didn't see that email and notification that went out, then my VA would call them or text and call them. If there is no response to the text, then they're going to call them in the morning time, right? Be like, hey, Jennifer, I just want to confirm that you have a job tomorrow at 4 o'clock with Mr. Jones. Just want to confirm that everything is okay, that you're planning to be there on time, right? And oh no, yeah, everything's good. I'll be there on time. Okay, cool, right? That kind of eased my mind to know that everything is going to be straight. Now, if Miss Jennifer does not respond to the text, and if she does not respond to the call, then I'm immediately trying to find a reschedule. I'm not reschedule. I'm immediately trying to find another cleaner. I'm calling everybody, like even people that like, they work they may be like a 3-star cleaner. Okay. I'm calling everybody to try to find a clean. And I'm either messaging everybody and be like, hey, I have a cleaning at this time, at this hour for this pay. Who's available? Please, first person to respond, let me know. And then if I don't get anything, it's still crickets, I'd be like, hey, look, if y'all not available at this time, let me know when's the next time you're available, right? I want everybody to respond back when the next, hey, Jazz, we're not available at 4, but I can be there at 2. I'm like, okay, got you. I'm not available at 4, Jazz, but I can do it at 5. So I'm collecting all their availabilities. Now I can call my client. And so now that way I can be in front of it and I can be like, hey, Mr. John, I'm so sorry. You know, unfortunately, my cleaner had a situation and is not able to make it to your appointment at 4 o'clock, but I have been able to find some other cleaners that have some availability. You know, if it's okay, if we can reschedule, let me know kind of what day and time would work best. I do have some other time slots. So now I'm trying to fix it. Like I'm in fix it mode, right? To get the rescheduling done. If it can be done that same day or another day, I'm giving them their options, and then hopefully they reschedule. If I can kind of feel upsetness or hesitation, then I'll throw in a free fridge or I'll give them a discount. But that's like last case scenario. That's not like what I'm gonna like shoot for first. So that is exactly how I would handle it. And then depending on the no-show, normally I have a no-show tolerant, like you done, you out. But I have a big heart. Sometimes it's for the worst things. But depending on the situation, then I will give them a little grace. I'm like, here, boo, you not show up one more time. You not, you know, because I understand, like emergency situation, like let something happen to my baby, Jay Savory, right? The last thing I'm thinking about is calling my boss and be like, Jay Savory done jumped off the balcony. I got to take him to the ER. He got a gash from his nose to his eyeball, or, you know, and that's the last thing I'm thinking about. So I can understand super emergency situation. I can give them grace. But if it's not an emergency, then baby is out. Okay. She is out. So yeah, so that's how I would handle that. I'm sorry. I be having super long answers to these simple questions. Okay. Thank you, Addie. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. I mean, can't clean. Yeah. I mean, don't clean, please. Like, it's really hard trying to break yourself from the habits of you doing the cleaning, especially if you started with the cleanings, because in your mind, you're like, shoot, I can get 100% pay over this, you know, 50%, but try to break yourself out of the habit. That was probably one of the worst habits I had to really break myself out of, was trying to do the cleanings or save the cleanings. Like if you can't do it, right, and you don't have a cleaner that do it, then you can either reschedule it on another day if you have another cleaner. And if not, then, you know, and you have, like, that was your only cleaner and the other ones are really flaky, then you just have to apologize for the scenario and let them know I don't have anybody available for you. But when I do, I will contact you, and take that hit and take that as a learning experience to like, okay, I'll never get caught slipping with having this amount of cleaners, right? Because sometimes we can get really comfortable with how many cleaners we have, and we will stop our hiring process. You never, ever, ever, always be found hiring, okay? So yeah, so if you can't and there's absolutely no one, then you just apologize and take the hit, right? Now, that's easy for somebody to say that's not expecting the money. So I'm gonna leave that best judgment up to you, but I do encourage you to get out the habit of it. But on the other hand, old Jasmine totally understands, like, look, if nobody's else gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, okay? But yeah, just something that you want to build up to, but always hire, keep hiring, stay hiring, fire fast, hire slow. That's my motto. And it hasn't failed, even if I had that big heart and I try to get that second chance. And if I know that I'm giving a second chance to somebody that I know they're gonna slip up, they'll slip up again, and they'll be out. And then I don't even have to like have that on my conscience. They're like, oh man, I did that, right? So yes. All right, you guys, I hope this has been helpful to everybody. Facebook, I hope you guys had a good time joining us on our Tuesday night live. This is what it's like every Tuesday. The goal is to be able to provide those questions no matter what phase that you're in throughout your business, whether you're pre-launch, launching, in business, and you're dealing with the craziness. Ask the question so that way I can be best to help you find those answers for you. All right. So I will see you guys all, Dallas folks. Okay. I see a Dallas person on here. I hope I see you on Friday, love. And then everybody else, I hope to see you guys on that virtual conference on Saturday and Sunday. I'll redrop the link for you guys because remember, tonight's the last night to get that ticket for free. So if you haven't registered, please do so tonight, and I will see you guys on Friday or Saturday. All right. Bye, y'all.